Welcome the students' procession with a huge round of applause. Our graduating students passing out 2021. Such a proud moment for each one of us. Students, please see to it that you get seated quickly.
I request all the students to be kindly seated fast. Students, please maintain silence and get settled fast.
Students and parents, sit down. Take your seats. The Chancellor's procession has arrived the hall. Maintain silence, and students, please do not click pics. The pics will be shared to each one. Request everyone to rise up for the dignitaries' entrance. Convocation at DYPIU International University is about to commence. Starting in
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chancellor's procession with a big round of applause as they enter the Convocation Hall. I welcome Controller of Examination Dr. Madhura Jagtap, Registrar DYPIU Dr. Mukesh Parashar, Honorable Chancellor Dr. Sanjay D. Patil Sir, Chief Guest Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe Sir, Honorable Trustee Shri Tejas S. Patil Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor DYPIU Professor Prabhat Ranjan Sir. I request everyone to kindly seat it. The future is as mystical and entwined with beauty as our wildest imagination, our wildest dream. But the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream. DYPIU International University has provided wings to those dreams. It has provided a platform for those visions, those aspirations, those ambitions. We all know that imagination is more important than knowledge, as knowledge is limited, and imagination encircles the world, has no boundaries. This is what DYPIU International University stands for. Imagination pushing the frontiers of knowledge, leaving a legacy behind in the field of education. Today, DYPIU International University has reached a momentous day celebrating its first convocation ceremony for the class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, with myself, Dr. Kirti Mehta and Wahida Pathan, we extend a warm welcome to all the honorable dignitaries, esteemed guests, our dear graduating students who are the stars of today, their proud parents, and all who have graced this occasion with their presence. Convocation Day, after all, is an eagerly awaited day in any student's life. It returns the effort of their entire academic endeavor, entangled with a sense of achievement and fulfillment. It may feel like the glory days of your college years are to an end, but your glory shall live on forever in these halls and in our hearts. Convocation Day is not only a milestone for our students, but it's also a milestone for their family, friends, and teachers who have supported each one of these. Dear students, your exorbitant achievements fill our hearts with pride. On this note, we move forward in celebrating DYPIU International University's first convocation ceremony for the class of 2021.
It brings me great pleasure to request Honorable Chancellor Dr. Sanjay D. Patil to felicitate the chief guest of the function today, Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICT. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the occasion. Now may I request our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, to felicitate our Honorable Chancellor, DYPIU, Dr. Sanjay D. Patil, sir.
On behalf of DYPIU International University, I extend an exuberant welcome to our revered guests present here from Kolhapur campus. Honorable Rakesh Kumar Mudgal, Vice Chancellor, Dr. DYPIU Medical College, Kolhapur. Honorable Dr. K. Prathapan, Vice Chancellor, DYPATU, Talsande.
DYPIU International University welcomes respected principals from the Pratishthan. DYPIU International University welcomes respected Wing Commander PVC Patil, retired Executive Director, Dr. DYPIU Pratishthan's Dr. D.Y. Patil, Institute of Management Studies.
We also acknowledge the gracious presence of renowned family.
Take pride to welcome our respected governing board members, Professor Pradyumna Vyas, N.D. Patil, Board of Management, Sri Ravindra S. Patil, Prithviraj Patil, Academic Council, Naran.
There is no wealth like knowledge and no poverty like ignorance. Let us ignite the light of knowledge, wisdom, and peace within us. I cordially invite the dignitaries present on the stage to ignite the Vidya Jyoti.
Thank you so much, everyone. शत शत नमन है आपको हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता के सागर से हमें तार दे माँ, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ, उजालों से हमारा संसार भर दे माँ. Before we begin the proceedings of the events, let's take blessings of Ma Saraswati by reciting a prayer. I call forward our dearest students, Ms. Yashaswani Bhaskar and Mr. Hansraj Rathore, to recite the Vandana. Thank you, students. It sets the right pace for this knowledge temple, DYPIU.
May I request respected Registrar DYPIU, Dr. Mukesh Parashar, to please come on the podium and commence the proceedings for today's convocation ceremony.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, declare the convocation ceremony open.
Capacity. Now declare. Begins. To the recommendation made by the Academic Council, the Board of Management, to the governing body, effective word upon those who have qualified, on those essential. This convocation, DY Party International University, hereby convened. Therefore, let the candidate be presented.
Thank you so much, sir. It is this humble opportunity to invite our Honorable Trustee, Shri Tejas S. Patil, to deliver the welcome address and ignite the minds.
Very good morning to everyone present on the dais and off the dais. On behalf of DYPIU International University, Akurdi, I welcome Anil Shastrabuddhi Sir, Chairman, All India Council of Technical Education, New Delhi, as the chief guest of today's function. Honorable Sanjay D. Patil Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Prabhat Ranjan Sir, Campus Director Dheeraj Bhavare Sir, and our Trustee Prithviraj Patil, and all the elite guests of honor, all the graduating students, the first ceremony of DYPIU. Sir, I am honored today to grace the first convocation ceremony of DYPIU International University. And I am really pleased and proud to congratulate all the students, not just for graduating with a bachelor's degree, but also for taking the first step to start their vibrant career. You are leaving this campus, your alma mater today, but I am sure you carry her legacy of quality education, innovation and hard work wherever you go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is my privilege to invite Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Prabhat Ranjan Sir to present a brief report on the activities of the university in the previous year.
Can I have the laptop? So good morning to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Anil Shastrabuddhi ji. First of all, thank you so much for accepting this invitation. I wanted him to come for a long time and see what we are doing in the university. There was Idea Lab, FDP. I wanted him to be present in one of the occasions, either valedictorian or inaugural session. Unfortunately, he could not, but he promised that he'll come. So today he's kept his promise. Thank you so much. Our Chancellor, Honorable Sanjay ji, he's been so supportive. In fact, yesterday he came and he went through every process minutely. So all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, our colleague Vice Chancellors from Kolhapur, Professor Pratapan, Professor Budgal, all of them, we have been interacting for quite some time. I will not take everybody's name to save time. Let me move on to the report. Although I've been requested to give a brief report, but I think it will go a little longer than brief, because it's the first convocation. And so it's not only 1 year's report, it's actually 4 years of report. We have just completed 4 years on 14th March with the Foundation Day. So I would try to dig back into the history as well. So as the history of this university, DYPIU International University, it was set up as a state private university by well-known DYPIU group in the Akurdi campus where we are today. Many of the DYPIU family members are here, so I welcome them. We became operational on March 14, 2018. The word international in this particular name of the university is not for the sake of name, but the main purpose was to focus on the international quality of education and research. In 2018, we started with 6 undergraduate programs. Our focus was on digital future from day one, not because of COVID, but very first speech, if you hear of mine or events we had, we talked about digital future from that time. We wanted to bring in best global practices. We wanted to have the flexibility in the curriculum to keep pace with the fast-changing technology scenario. I was personally heading India's technology think tank. I had seen what kind of technological changes are happening. The standard system did not allow that kind of change to happen. We also wanted experiential learning, but experiential learning is talked about everywhere. We wanted to take experiential learning to home. We wanted to focus on research-led teaching, and research outlay should become comparable to student revenues. Our dream, a university is not set up for 1 year, 2 years, it is for hundreds of years. Our dream is that in next 3 to 4 decades, 30, 40 years time, the corpus money that university generates out of alumni fund as well as the research that is converted to commercialized form should become more than the revenue of students' fees. Like Harvard has $40 billion. But of course, this also requires certain income tax law changes in the government. But this is the large dream that we have 30, 40 years. I may not be there, many of us will not be there, but the university will remain. This should be working that way. We also wanted to focus on empathy and societal responsibility, sustainable development, something that is very close to our chief guest's heart as well. Doing this is not easy. We had a number of challenges. Creating a new curriculum from scratch. Normally we take a curriculum, make little modification. We had to create a new curriculum from scratch. Acceptance among students and parents was equally important because we are not funded by government. We had to create revenue on our own. Regulatory issues was something that was heavy on my mind. Getting the faculty of right quality and experience was extremely important. And of course, financial resources to back up this was equally important. That means that without much finance, whatever you have, little you have to do within this. And without the infrastructure to match the teaching and research requirements, of course, nothing would have been possible. So the 4 years that have passed, the first 1,000 years of a startup is always very crucial. I'm happy to tell you that in spite of COVID that we faced right at the beginning, the pandemic that we faced in the beginning, as we were trying to stand on our feet, a storm came trying to take us away. Fortunately, we have survived, we are kicking, and we are alive. And today I'm very confident that the future of this university is bright. I may not be there, but the university will continue to grow because the strong foundation has been put. While we doing this, we were short of resources in terms of space, in terms of money. We kept doing innovations along the way. I will talk about some of them as we go along. The university is based on the structure of school-based systems, where each school actually offers a number of programs. But our focus is on interdisciplinary culture. Schools are not barriers, they are not rigid boundaries. We also created a school of interdisciplinary studies and research. All the PhD programs are handled through a school of interdisciplinary studies and research to make sure that the requirement of interdisciplinary work and research does not come in the barriers of schools. We also try to promote this with mixed faculty cabins so that people of different departments, they are sitting together. Otherwise, what happens, people of one kind, they go to lunch together, they go to tea together. There's no cross flow of culture, and discussions happen always. Most of the good work happens in such discussions. We also have a school of skills development to focus on skills program. Due to fast changing technology scenario, we see a lot of scope here, both in skilling in digital technology as well as use of digital technology to skill would be very, very crucial. And in spite of COVID, now we are moving ahead on this as well. After about 1 year of our existence, we started a multi-track BTech Computer Science Engineering program. I remember 2018, we had an event in AICT where our chief guest was there at that time. I had made some strong statements at that time that we need to make changes. We have a lot of degree programs. He himself is very unhappy about having 400 plus degree program names. We wanted to keep generic degree program names and create a track system. The track system means first 2 years are common courses, last 2 years the track are specialization where 8 to 9 courses are done in last 2 years. The choice of the track is not to be done at the beginning, at the time of admission. It is only after 2 years of time. This is a multi-track system. I was a little scared. Regulatory bodies may not respond favorably. Parents may not be happy. Management may not be happy. Thankfully, management wanted to give it a try. We actually wanted to be transparent. We wanted to share. I personally wrote a blog on this, shared in LinkedIn, Facebook, and so on. I'm happy to tell you, there was so much excitement, more than 50,000 views from across the globe, and hundreds of comments from all over the world. Based on all the feedback, we actually finally designed the thing, and we shared this not only with other universities, but also with AICT. And as you can see that this had the courses like AIML, data science. These are the tracks. These are not degree names. Degree name remains computer science and engineering. That is what you also wanted. So we did that, AIML, data science, robotics and AI, Internet of Things, intelligent transport systems, including autonomous vehicles, cyber security, fintech, including blockchain, bioinformatics, cloud and systems administration, web and mobile application. Few other features that we added just now, we had a visit. We brought design thinking in the second semester, right in the first year. Digital fabrication lab in the first year itself. Internship starts right after first year. First internship is focused on rural, societal, and small industry problems to bring empathy into the students and connect them to ground level. They should be able to observe problems. We also wanted students to become job creators rather than job seekers, so we brought technology, commercialization, entrepreneurship right in the third semester. We beefed up the environmental science course with climate change and sustainable development goals. Again, this is all in the first 2 years. We wanted the students to be ready to face the world. They should set up the company in the first 2 years itself. We also brought in 5-year integrated MBA, MTech, and Masters in Design. For example, MTech, Computer Science Engineering, also MTech, Cyber and Physical Systems. Masters in Design along with BTech, Augmented Reality, Virtual Reality, Holography, and Games Design. We have seen MBA programs, typically what happens, you do a BTech in Mechanical Engineering, MBA HR. We wanted people to learn both the technology and management side, so we did integrated, say, you do BTech Computer Science Engineering with FinTech specialization, do MBA FinTech, similarly MBA Supply Chain Management, so on. So this was the integrated program we launched. We are happy that AIST responded to this so positively that All India Governing Board, a formal appreciation letter was sent to us, and that led to, triggered a set of change that happened, which has led changes across the country, including Pune University, in the city that we are situated. The students and parents' response was extremely good. Encouraged with all of that, we started in 2020 new programs on the same pattern. COVID had hit us. We were a little bit worried. Management was worried. But we found that as the lectures were going into the homes, as the family members, as the friends were looking at lectures, our faculty members were being appreciated, and that led to tremendous demand among the students for our admission. And that has grown every year. Last year we had difficulty handling the admissions. We started BTech Bioengineering program in 2020 with Biochemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering, Cell and Tissue Engineering, and Food Biotechnology, MBA Digital Business with FinTech, Marketing Analytics, and Supply Chain Management. This was done in 2020. 2021, we started with MSc Medical Biotechnology and MCA with Artificial Intelligence and Data Science and Cyber Security, because you see some of the thing write-ups that are here are part of Technology Vision 2035 document, where we have seen that cyberspace is going to be very, very important for future conflicts. This year, we're still discussing this. Tata Motors wanted that because the electric vehicles change that is happening across the country, we need to create personnel at different levels. So we are discussing whether we can start a BTech electrical engineering program with electric vehicles, and maybe later on we add energy engineering as well, part of this. This is not yet finalized. We're still in discussion. All of this needed infrastructure. We started building, adding floors in 2019. We wanted it to be ready in 2019, but things got delayed and COVID came, everything was delayed. Today we are happy to show everybody. We just took the chief guest and others dignitaries to show the thing. I personally love to show it. It's like my baby in some sense. We have right now added 2 floors of 1.1 lakh square feet of international quality. We can add 3 lakh more square feet of space based on the foundation. All the classrooms, all the labs, everything is fully air conditioned. We have 3 sizes of classrooms, 30, 16, 120 size classrooms. We also use flexible multi-purpose furnitures. While doing this, we also innovated on the way we could use the visual system, audio-visual systems. We have quality audio-visual system classrooms with latest ultra-short throw projectors. Even the screen that has been created has been, through innovation, being done with the Pune company. Now, many organizations, including AICTE member secretary, others are wanting help in setting up these things in AICTE, Maharashtra government, other places are wanting to do the same thing. So what we have done is being now copied across. The cost is low, but development is fantastic quality. All of you have seen who have visited this. We have individual faculty cables. There are meeting rooms of different sizes. We have Chintan Plaza. We have innovative meeting rooms with no formal furnitures, only bin bags and puffies. We have a studio called Studio Spandan, which is for recording and broadcasting facility. This is a view of, can I have the light off at the back side? This is a view of the Chintan rooms where you have bin bags and other things. Students love this, faculty members love this. In fact, some of them want to occupy this for a whole day. So we have to try to put the restrictions there. Design faculty especially love that because the interactivity is very, very important here. We also have a special server room with GPU servers, 24-hour schooling to make sure that things work okay, with more than 550 computers, We have backup power both in terms of UPS and digital generators to make sure that the systems keep running. Fab Lab, we have created, as I will talk about this a little later about this. Media Lab with augmented reality, virtuality devices, holography devices, 360 camera, drone cameras, action camera, everything is there. Sponsored R&D, this was a dream I had that industry should do R&D in the university along with university partners. So we have started major projects. I will be happy to talk about this. We're also working on brain-computer interface and so on. There are large number of computer labs. We also introduced a concept of lab in the bag because we wanted students to be able to carry the experience of developing hardware into home. Just like software, we wanted students to be able to develop hardware in the home. And that is a change that we are bringing. And this is so we are using the same device in the lab. Students can carry this home. They can buy it. It doesn't cost more than 23,000 rupees, just like a mobile phone. And that means that they have a hardware facility in the home. This is a Bindering Lab. We have 3 of these. Our faculty, Amitom, who is sitting in the back, he is controlling these things. He is training people in AR, VR. I'm personally training people in HoloLens. We have trained all the faculty members in the campus. Different types of teaching aids, document camera, tablets, drawing tablets. We have a pool of these. The faculty member can borrow and take it as per the requirement. With different teaching aids, for example, the 2 I would show, some of you might be able to see, others might be blocked. We have a 360-degree camera which you put in the classroom. Whoever speaks, it will focus on that person using AI. We also have faculty tracking camera. As the faculty moves to the classroom, the camera moves along. You don't need a camera person. This means in the hybrid classroom, this is becoming very, very important. And this is going to remain. We are going to experiment with flipped classroom concept that's going to be happening very soon. We have drone cameras, 360 cameras, other equipments that are already there. Also, faculty quality of large number of faculty are PhD from well-known places. We have also put professor practice in place. Our governing body accepted that. We have our first professor of practice. In fact, 2 of them are just sitting there, Professor Sabi, Professor Vinayak Sate here. We also brought in a very liberal consultancy policy to support this. Professor Sabi is one of our first international faculty. Unfortunately, because of volatile situation in Europe, he wants to go back, be with his family. He's worried that the war can flare up. So probably he wants to leave in the summer. We hope that he will change his mind and things will be peaceful very soon. In terms of resource center, we have focused on a judicious mix of physical and e-resources. We have lacks of e-resources. We also put large number of Kindle tablets so that actually people can access more than 1 million books on the demand. We also subscribe to an online thing which allows you access to 7,500 magazines and journals within India and outside. All of this is available. If you're trying to buy this, it would have been impossible to have that. Everything is in front, in the finger touch. We also introduced the concept that we put 3D printers in the library. The students can borrow the 3D printer, take it home. That means that actually, just like lab in bag, they could be using 3D printer in home. These are all taking experience and learning to home. That is part of this. We have students have responded very well to these. We'll add more number of printers as required as the students start to use more and more. We are very new. We set up only 4 years. Part of that has been hit by COVID, but slowly the publications are picking up. Right now, I'll just share a few of these. Dr. Survi Sonam has published in Nature Materials. There is another publication in Biology of the Cell. Dr. Sanjay Kumar has in Wires, Nanomedicine and Nanotechnology. Most of this is in 2021. Dr. Shashi Singh in Cell Regeneration. Dr. Meena Pandey in Journal of Plant Growth Regulations. Yudhishthir Rawat in International Journal of Imaging Systems and Technology. He also has received an Australian patent as part of a work that he has done recently. We have Dr. Saf Nalman, who published in Biomedical Signal Processing and Control. Dr. Kapil Sharma has published a number of papers. He works in quantum physics. One is in International Journal of Theoretical Physics, another one is in Lecture Notes in Computer Science, third one is in Quantum Information Processing, and actually he has another in Modern Physics Letters. Richa Purohit and Hina Bhatia have in Vidya Bharati International Interdisciplinary Research Journal. Ajit Jalvi has in International Journal of Future Generation Communication and Networking. And myself, Prabhat Ranjan, we published a paper on nuclear fusion in proceedings of PSSI Symposium. This symposium is the annual event that happens for all the plasma physics and fusion people. There are a number of books, chapters and books have been also going on. One of the book that chapter that I have written is on emerging and disruptive technologies facing India. The book name is Strategic Security Challenge and Confronting India till 2035. Book chapter on emerging disruptive technology has been written by me. This is going to be published at HarperCollins in September 2022. Tamal Mandal has written a book chapter on emergency communication and use of ICT in disaster management, in emerging technologies and disaster resilience, practical theories. Here's another publication, a book chapter, New Emergency Communication Implications to Climate Hazards. Dr. Bahubali Shiragpur and Vijay Lakshmi Jain is on prediction of epilepsy seizure using machine learning and IoT. Dr. Surabhi Sonam, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, and Dr. Sasi Singh, they have a book chapter in titled One-Dimensional Polymeric Nanocomposites for Tissue Engineering. Number of books published as well, starting only Hina Bhatia has 2 books, one on relational database management system and PHP, and Dr. Madhvi Deshpande on strategic management from two different publications. Dr. Surabhi Sonam has also published, other than her bioscience binding work, on Atmanthan and Mirage, and Sarika Jadhav on software testing tools. We have been also participating in as committee members in various committees within India and outside. I was nominated by Bureau of Indian Standards to represent India in the brain-computer interface standardization process at International Standards Organizations. Thanks to Mr. Kishore Narang for introducing this. It's a very important economic development happening. This China is focusing on this very much. I was also a member of AICT committee to bring emerging technology areas to undergraduate curriculum. I'm also thankful to Chairman AICT and our chief guest today to give me the chairmanship of National Steering Committee of AICT Idea Lab scheme. That is actually Idea Lab movement that is sweeping across the country. It's a movement, it is not a scheme. That's what we have been focusing on that. I'm also a member of Board Management of Defense Institute of Advanced Technology, Pune. I was also president of Maharashtra Chapter, Council of Education, Growth and Research from 2019-21. I was also a member of Expert Committee of Science and Technology for Women of DST, chairman of Mission Innovation Carbon Capture of Ministry of Science and Technology, member of Indian Medical Association National Research Innovation Board in 2018, Expert Committee for Science and Heritage Research Initiative of Department of Science and Technology, Dr. Surabhi Sonam, member of Scientific Committee of International Conference on Materials, Mimics and Microfluidics, MBI 3M, 2021. DYPIU has been receiving number of awards. It's been raining on us actually. Just day before yesterday, I received one award from our chief guest, and there was another one which was online. I don't think he will remember that. But day before yesterday evening, we received one award. One is Most Emerging Higher Education Institute of the Year, Indian Education Award 2021. New Code of Education Award winner in Deemed and Private University. We were the winner in this in 2021. This year, we were the first runner-ups in the same category. That's where we received an award from him. India Today ranked us in the top emerging university. Similarly, Outlook Survey 2021 also ranked us in top emerging university of the country. We were also listed by Oxford Academic Union in December 2021 to be in top 100 achievers in Indian science and education. World Confederation of Businesses from Texas, they gave us a business excellence certificate. These international recognitions are coming from them. We are not approaching them. They have been approaching us. We also received Most Promising University in R&D in New Normal Code of Education Award in 2021. Most Innovative Curriculum Award for All India Council of Robotics and Automation in 2019. Just now we received yesterday Research Project of the Year Asian Education Award 2021. We also became member of Association of Indian University 2021. A few other recognitions, those are for university. I was judged to be Global Leader in Higher Education as part of AKS Education Award 2021, Visionary Leader of the Year 2018. ESA Honorary Scholar Award from ESA Vienna, Bejor Bihar Ratna Award from Bihar Positive 2018, Bihar Pravasi Saman 2019. Mr. Sandeep Dogre has received multiple national and international awards for his film Colors of Mystery. I would like to congratulate Nikhil Soni Minde for Best Paper Presentation Award in International Conference on Communication, Information and Computing Technology. Dr. Madhura Jagtap as Best Professor Award in Shikshan Mandal 2021. I've been selected among the few futurists in the world to visualize what IEEE is going to be in 2050. On April 11th, we have a discussion panel where they will be interacting with me to think of what I think IEEE should be in 2050. Select group of people from all over the world have been selected for this. I've been also participating as international judge in Next Generation Foresight Practitioners Award every year from 2018 onwards when it was initiated. I was also asked to give talk by Oxford Academic Union on University of the Future. Recently, the Prime Minister's announcement of Vision 2047, what he calls Amrit Kal, I was invited by the Ministry of Rural Development with all the senior officers, starting from Secretary, to talk about Technology Vision 2035 and what we see in Vision 2047. Similarly, industry associations are also coming forward to actually prepare their document for Vision 2047. So they have been wanting me to tell them about Technology Vision 2035 and what we see coming ahead. I've been working in brain-computer interface, so Indian Federation of Neurorehabilitation invited me to give talk on assistive technology and communication rehabilitation in disorders of consciousness. Role of brain-computer interface in neurorehabilitation on 4th Asia Oceania Congress on Neurorehabilitation. I was invited in Korea to give talk about India Vision 2047 in the world at 2050, planning for a better future with foresight. In this, we also signed a MOU with National Assembly Futures Institute of South Korea. In recent few months, I've been giving a number of talks on nuclear fusion. NCRT organized an event where more than 10,000 teachers from across the country joined that event through multiple channels, TV, internet, all those things were done. I've also given talk on PSS Annual Symposium, which is the most prestigious one in December this year, and in 8th Bihar Science Conference on fusion. This is the first time that a cutting-edge area where nobody in the world has done, leaving aside the national lab, one national lab that we have in the country where I was also there. First time it is moving out to private universities. I'm being invited to talk about nuclear fusion and not the government thing. And people now seem to have hope on us, what we are doing, rather than the government institutions. This is a big change for the country. We are not doing something which others are doing. We are doing something that first time we are trying in the world. We may fail, we may succeed, that's not the point. But it's the first time that we are aiming high. As part of this, it was my dream to actually have research projects with global impact, not only looking for short-term goals. Fortunately, a company called Albot, which is funded by a Silicon Valley investor, Dr. Akash Singh, came forward on his own to support us in Project Sunland, which is a nuclear fusion project. I'm the chief mentor of this. Those of you who have time, you can visit the lab. There are 6 scientists engineers working with me. Project Susrusa to work on chronic health. We set up a lab here. Project Mastis to use brain-computer interface for education, health, and disability sector. Indian Federation of Neurorehabilitation is going to support this by providing medical cases. Government of India also has provided us a consultancy project, about 30 lakh rupees, very crucial for the country. I cannot talk more about it because of confidentiality. I will just take 1 or 2 minutes for this project, Sunland, because it's so exciting. I had never imagined personally that in a private university, which is starting, will take up something like this. The first private initiative of this kind, we have called it Project Sunland. We're trying to develop nuclear fusion technology in India at 115 to 128 cost needed for similar development in the Western world. China has moved way ahead. We're trying to create sun on the earth. The sun's temperature is 1.5 crore. China has achieved 18 crores. So about almost more than 10, 12 times. Korea has also done that recently. In UK also private industry has done that. Our long-term goal is to have energy, but we are taking an earlier step of using neutrons for medical isotope, fissile fuel, converting India's huge reserve of thorium into uranium, as well as nuclear waste processing. None of these, nobody in the world has done. So this is the first time we are trying this. As I said, that we may fail, may succeed, but we are aiming high. This medical isotope, I'll just give a quick this thing. We're targeting technetium-99 mm. 85% of radioisotopes is using this. There are 7 reactors being used for this, using fission reactors. All 6 of them are going to shut down in the next 8 to 10 years. There will be only 1 reactor in Australia working. We're trying to substitute the nuclear fission reactors by a fusion reactor. This is where everything else will remain safe. So we are changing the second step of this current nuclear reactor, we're converting to fusion reactor. First time this will be done in the world if we succeed in this. There's so much value that our initial estimate shows that $3 billion it costs us to set up. It will give us $5 billion revenue right in the first year. If I can convert thorium to uranium, one of our collaborators from Texas told us that it is as if creating Saudi Arabia discovering oil. This will create so much wealth. So these are projects not for the universities, for the countries, for the world. The team members, I'm Chief Mentor, Dr. Akash Singh is there. We have 6 research scientists and engineers working with us in the university. The chronic health problem, we are trying to combine modern medical science with ancient traditional knowledge to solve chronic health problems. We have set up some lab, which is about 90% ready. In 1 or 2 months, it will be active. There will be our faculty members, others will be participating in this as well. There are other projects under discussion, for example, Project Prithvi, where geoengineering to combat global warming. This is to set up umbrella in the sky to reduce sunlight. This is an idea of Georgia Tech scientists who have been in touch with us and IT Madras people working together. A project with Kisan Bandhu, idea of Hawaiian scientists to help farmers. Asteroid mining, just few days ago, I've been talking about this for a long time. Two ISRO scientists got in touch with me, they want to work on this. There's so much of wealth that if you divide between Mars and Jupiter, divide among all the people on the earth, everybody will get $100 billion. Mind travel technology, I was in Silicon Valley recently, a Greek scientist contacted me and he wants us to work on metaverse cameras. It will high resolution, high frame, to make you as if you are actually present there. We're also working to create digital avatar of our founder, Dr. DYPIU. We're working on this. I think now we have the solution. Probably we should be now coming close. It will interact. He has given us permission right in the very first day when I came here, 25th April 2018. We took permission from him to create his digital avatar. He agreed to do this. And so we are going ahead with this, creating digital avatar for him. Our corporate relations and placement cell has been very active, more than 300 internships. Some of the students have got 30,000 per month internship. There are 78 students placed, highest package of rupees 15 lakh per annum. Mind you, this is the very first batch of 3 years. Higher studies, 52 students have gone, and their entrepreneurs, 11 of them have turned entrepreneurs. We are going to honor some of them because we want to focus on this. There were 24 companies that came for recruitment, and there are almost 100 companies that came for internships. But the students are not only participating in these. One of them got from BBA Kashmira, she got Dhyan Chand National Sports Award, and Gauri participated in Yoga Championship as well. In all this is happening in the COVID period. There are 11, as I said, these are the startups that have been started. Some have joined also family business. Some of them will go to honor today. Our dream is to actually set up a Section 8 company to promote commercialization of R&D efforts and take up high-risk, high-gain R&D project, not 2 or 3 years. These long-term ones, our management is okay with it. AICT came up with this scheme of Idea Lab. They requested to chair this committee. It's been wonderful. Chairman himself, AICT chairman, our chief guest today, is so passionate about this. All of us are passionate about this. And this revolution is taking place across the country. Our setup was very small, but I'm happy to tell you that it's become one of the model centers today. We did FDP, 3 FDPs. This is the first one. September we did. Member secretary was here. Our chief guest could not come that time. We're training faculty members, 3D printing, laser engraving, cutting, CNC wood routers, electronic system design. On electronic system design, we have done 2 more FDP as well. Sublimation printing we introduced for the first time. A lot of students are using these facilities. We just saw a 6 feet plus humanoid robot being built. This is going to walk in the corridors, talk to you. It will recognize. We are also going to add smell capability to this very shortly. But our focus is not only on development for the sake of development, but also to focus on society. So our students are actually working on developing 3D printed prosthetic limbs to give it free to the needy people. We have joined effort, worldwide effort in this. None of this is possible if the team doesn't work. So team spirit is very, very important. And that's why we are focusing on this, not to tie them into barriers of various kinds. While we do this, it's also important that every single person matters. Normally ignore people working at the lowest level. Our focus is to make sure that they also have the best facilities. So we have procured a lot of equipment to make their life easy. Your trolleys, different ladders and so on, to make their life safe, make their life easy. And all of this is happening as part of our university. I'll stop at this point and take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest. It's very difficult to introduce a chief guest who needs no introduction. But I would have to do this formality, so I'm honored to do this formality. So first, as again, I would like to thank Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe for accepting this invitation. First, convocation is most important. So I wrote to him that first convocation, you have to be here, because that sets the trend. Whatever we today is going to be for hundreds of years. So first convocation is very, very important. He is currently chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, but is also professor at IIT Guwahati, a mechanical engineering side. He's held a number of posts, including he was director of College Engineering Pune. He's had several important academic research and administrative positions at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Tata Consulting Engineers, Northeast Regional Institute of Science and Technology, Itanagar, IIT Guwahati and College Pune, prior to joining as AICTE chairman. As an academician researcher in NERIST and IIT Guwahati and as director COEP, he started several new initiatives for academic, curricular and co-curricular activities, entrepreneurship, research and good governance. He has been an architect of reforms in technical education at AICTE. I have personally seen this happening, and I was worried about regulatory authorities. What I have seen is so flexible that our life has become simple. He picks up on every idea that we suggest and take it forward at large scale. He started mandatory student induction and internship programs, faculty certification and Atal faculty development program, Idea Lab scheme, which as I call Idea Lab movement, creating first ever India's MOOC platform Swayam. He's done examination reforms, innovation movement, series of hackathons, Indian knowledge systems, new funding scheme for supporting students, faculty and institutes. He's also chairman of Basic Scientific Research, Empowered Committee of UGC and Swayam Board. He's a fellow of IST, IET, Institute of Engineers and INE. He has been bestowed with many awards, including Maha Entrepreneur Award 2011 of Praj Industries, Jivan Gaurav Puraskar, Lifetime Achievement Award from MIT World Peace University in Pune, 2019 Mahatma Gandhi Leadership Award from Indian Achievers Forum and CSR Times 2019. He's also been conferred Ravi J. Mathai National Fellow Award by AIMS 2021. There are many, many lists, but I would like to listen to, rather we would like to listen to him than read this out, not to take this time. So I would like to invite our chief guest today to give his address to this audience. Thank you so much.
Namaskar, good morning to you all. I'm very excited to be here on the occasion of the first convocation of DYPIU International University. It is not new that we do go into the convocations, but this is a very unique occasion when the first convocation of a university is being held, and I've been invited as the chief guest. So it is as much a festival time for you, so much for me as well. So congratulations to all of you. Dr. Sanjay Patil, Honorable Chancellor of DYPIU International University, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, Vice Chancellor of this particular university, who almost like an express train was reeling out all the progress that is done in 4 years, and the speed at which he was saying, I was not able to capture many of those essentially. But good thing that he did was, after I came here in the morning at 10 o'clock, had already taken us around showing different facilities that had given already insight into what all things are happening in this university. We have other people, Mr. Tejas Patil, who is an honorable trustee of this Pratishthan, Dr. Neeraj Vyavahare, Professor Madhavi Deshpande, Professor Shashi Singh, Professor Madhura Jagtap, Dr. Mukesh Prasar, who is a registrar, all of them on the dais. But two important personalities in the audience, Dr. Pradyumna Vyas, as well as Sri Kishore Narang, who are part of the, some way connected with this institute right from inception in terms of the management, academic council, giving guidance, and also other members. I'm not saying others are also there in the audience. All of them contributed extremely well for the development of this university. The deans, the faculty members, most important, the sister institutes, heads of the institutions who are also here from Kolhapur, from Pune, all of them participating in this festive season of the first convocation. But the most important part is those graduating students for whom this is a life-changing experience, and their parents and guardians, and the teachers who trained them here for the last 3 years. So all of them must be feeling very, very great excitement on this particular occasion of the first convocation. We were told that it was started on 14th of March 2018. It is barely 4 years that it has completed. It is still a toddler in some sense. But इथं मराठी मुलं भरपूर आहेत असं सांगितलं मला. म्हणून मराठीमध्ये असं म्हणतात की बाळाचे पाय पाळण्यात दिसतात. दिस इज अ मराठी सेइंग. दॅट मीन्स you see the child when it is in the cradle itself as to how it grows in the future. That is visible. And ये कहावत जो है ये हिंदी में भी होगी, बाकी भाषाओं में भी होगी, लेकिन मैं यहाँ मराठी ज़्यादा इसलिए मराठी में कहा, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से ये कहावत सारे भाषाओं में, सारी दुनिया में कहावत जाती है, क्योंकि हम देखते हैं कि शुरुआत अच्छी होती है तो सब कुछ अच्छा होता है. तो इसलिए गेटिंग द right founder vice chancellor in the form of Prabhat Ranjan ji was the first important task which Sri Sanjay Patil ji has done. And a man with experience in the government sector in all variety of activities from Berkeley, and a scientist who is a nuclear scientist, very difficult to get in our country. So such a man, getting him to Pune here for a new university was not an easy task, but I think you were telling Dr. Prasad gave this idea, and finally he agreed. So we can see in the 4 years, the stamp of Dr. Prabhat Ranjan is visible every nook and corner of the university. Whether it is those classrooms which are very flexible, whether it is the labs which are innovative, whether it is the culture of work that is important. I was saying that there were some students working in that pharmacy lab, someone else working somewhere else. I said, ये संडे में क्या हो रहा है? तो उन्होंने बोला सब जगह में सब दिन यहाँ लोग आते हैं और काम करते हैं, और आज कॉन्वोकेशन है तो आपको भी दिखना चाहिए, इसलिए उनको आज बुलाया गया. तो आई कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट ऑल दो स्टूडेंट्स हु विदाउट cribbing about it come here on a holiday and then keep doing work. And that is the culture. And whatever Prabhat Ranjan ji was saying about Idea Lab, he is the architect of that. You know, this idea of course started with me long ago because of my connection here in College of Engineering Pune as the director. I must reflect way back in 2008-9. There was a similar pandemic. That time there was a SARS. I don't know whether you remember, like today's COVID crisis, there was a SARS crisis. It was not as bad as what has happened now, but that was focused in Pune. And we had a conference which was to be held with the help of MIT of USA. We had a conference which is known as, there were several labs of this nature established worldwide by MIT. And then the conference was to be held here. And our Indian faculty from different places who were to participate were having in double minds whether to come because of SARS. But all the foreign delegates, they did come. And this was a very, very exciting experiment I saw. And we set up the first, what is known as Fab Lab in College of Engineering Pune. And that is the time when I said the students should be given opportunity to work round the clock in this kind of labs. And that gave them a lot of impetus in creating the student satellite. There were other 3 organizations in the country who had also flown the satellite, but they had taken help from ISRO scientists who were adjunct faculty in their organizations. But our students, without having any space science department nor faculty with an expertise, all on by themselves, looking at internet and finding out different resources, they created that satellite which was finally launched by ISRO as part of the program for student satellite program. So if you provide opportunity for students in the laboratories to work any time of the day, night, on a holiday, then a lot of innovation comes up. And this is what is exhibited in some of the best institutions in the country. But this is not unfortunately replicated in other places. Maybe IITs do it, Indian Institute of Science does it, some private universities may do it, but if you go to nooks and corners, all the government and private colleges, they work like a government office. Even private institutions start at 10 o'clock, close at 5 o'clock, like an office, morning shift, and that's all over. And that is the place where nothing happens. Either research does not happen, nor innovation happens. And that's why this idea was always in the mind. We must support institutions who are willing to provide opportunity for students to work anytime. And then ideated with Dr. Prabhat Ranjan ji, saying that we will create a setup. There is a committee which gave the idea. We are funding to the extent of 55 lakh. Other 55 lakh they should bring in from industry. And that forces another thing. They will have to work with the industry. They will have to become, collaborators with industry. That means an institution will have to start engaging with the industry. And that is going to be having double benefit. It's not only for creation of this laboratory that they have to work, but once you start interacting with the industry, naturally, you will have their curriculum getting revised as per the needs of the industry on the one side. There will be a lot of research required, a lot of innovation required in the industry. This support can be provided from bright brains that are there in the institutions. I will tell you, as we grow older, when our hair grows gray, there will be some difference of opinion here with some of them. But though we have experience and we will certainly be able to guide, mentor in some respect, we are constrained by our thought processes. We think this is what is possible, this is not possible. Whereas the young students who have no baggage, they will always think out of the box and say that, why don't we try it? In the process, they may be totally a failure, they may not succeed, doesn't matter. But in the process, great lessons are learned by the students in such processes. And then maybe the next time when they get a new idea, they will not do the same mistake and then probably move ahead. Maybe they make a different mistake second time, third time, but they will continue in their journey, and maybe somewhere down the line, they will create products and processes which are very useful to mankind, society, environment, for our all challenges that we are facing today. And that's why laboratories of this kind, which we call Idea Lab, are very, very important. That time we called Fab Lab, but today we call Idea Lab. Similarly, the government, through the Niti Aayog, has been supporting tinkering labs in the schools. I'm trying to connect, that's very important, because unless our spirit of innovation, spirit of going out of box starts early age, it's very difficult to bring this value when they are in the college, more difficult when they are faculty, more difficult when they are vice chancellors. So we are lucky to have a vice chancellor who is already trained in that mode. Otherwise, I have seen many vice chancellors who are not willing to take it up. Principals and directors have their own fixed notions and they say, oh, this is not possible. I'm repeating this example of the Fab Lab which was there in Pune, because a student, a first year civil engineering student comes and says that he wants to set up a lab, and then in the process he would like to create a satellite which would be launched by ISRO. First year civil engineering student, not electronics, not mechanical, not computer. But civil has much less to do with the satellite compared to any other discipline. But he had that passion. Then I said, you have to build a team. Team building and teamwork is important. So the institution started with an idea, but then he had to work hard to select students from second, third year. Not easy. In a college, you know that third, fourth year, second year students do what with the first year students. But the first year students trying to go and meet second year, third year students and trying to convince was not easy task. But he did it, and then we had that. Worked hard for 6-7 years, transferring the baton from one batch to the other, knowledge transfer, and finally we could make it happen. So these labs have great value. All the graduating students, maybe whatever lecture I'm going to give today, may be more focused on the leadership in terms of faculty, deans, HODs, as to what they need to do. But you as a student who is graduating from this institution should take this message. Wherever you go, follow this principle. This principle is more important. Maybe directly applicable today to the college faculty and the institution leadership, but it's also equally important for you because you are going to be the future leaders. Some of you have got jobs in some good companies. You will become, starting from a lower position, you will rise in the hierarchy. So this philosophy is going to be important. Secondly, some of you may ditch the jobs and start your own entrepreneurial journey and create your own startups. So this is going to be useful. So I think don't say that this is not meant for you. This is as much meant for you as much as to other people who are here at the higher level. And that's why I'm giving this few systematic advice or whatever you call suggestions which can be taken into your lives. And this is all connected with what this university is already doing. And that's why I'm trying to connect the dots. The new national education policy, which was announced on 29th of July 2020, it's barely 1.5 years plus, by none other than Dr. Kasturi Rangan, the great space scientist. has all those elements which we are today talking about in our academic circles, both in India and abroad in almost all the countries. And probably it is the most holistic policy found anywhere in the world, with clear directions and guidelines as to what all possibilities are there and what needs to be done. And there are many facets. Many of these facets have already been functional, working in many other countries of the world, but not necessarily all of them. In some countries, some 5-6 elements may be there. In some other institutions, some other elements. But here is a place where you have seen a policy in which almost all elements have been embedded. But the real challenge would be, as our Prime Minister Modi often says, policy अच्छी हो सकती है, लेकिन उसको अलमीरा में रखने के लिए नहीं है, या सर्कुलर के माध्यम से भेजने के लिए नहीं है, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने की जरूरत है. इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए स्ट्रैटेजी बनाने की जरूरत है. With the strategy, right perspective, and then you have implementation. While implementing, there will be roadblocks, there will be problems. Nothing is easy. So how do you overcome those problems and challenges and move ahead? So course correction in the process, review during the intermediate period. If you do all of that, only then the policy will become really implemented and successful, useful for the society and the nation at large. And that's why in the last 1.5 years, many people keep asking us कि कब से policy implementation होने वाली है. मैंने कहा कि policy implement हो गई है already. So why are you asking when is it going to be implemented? In the first 1 week after the policy was announced, there was a big ticket change which was made, was changing the name of the Department of Ministry from MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development, to Ministry of Education. So the first important transformation is, sometime we were Ministry of Education, we became Ministry of HRD. It is not just for human resource development. There is a holistic way to look at life, and that's why that is given by education. If you remember the Swami Vivekananda's very famous saying, there is excellence in every man. Each human being is divine. It is only to be brought out in, then you have to shape, you have to maybe blossom it. And that is the role of the teacher. So there is already perfection in every man. And every man is different. Not all people are going to be same. Someone is 6 foot tall, someone is 5 feet. Someone is little, lean, and someone little better. I don't want to say fat because wrong word. Otherwise everyone will object to that. So little healthy, you can say, very healthy. And someone else has some features, different nose, different eyes, ear. But each has intrinsic some talent, and how do we identify that? And that is what an education does. It polishes you, it refines you, it blossoms you, it hones you. These are different words which you can use for shaping the individual. By the time they graduate, they must be able to do anything on this earth. That confidence building is also very important, where it's the institution where either you lose the confidence or gain the confidence. And that's why the policy starts from school education. It says the schooling should start at the age of 3 rather than 6, which is promoted right now. And the early education must be in the child's mother tongue, very important. And even allowing higher education in mother tongue should be permitted. The reason is twofold. One is, you suddenly go from your home into a school, and if suddenly a different language is there, you get somewhat disjointed. And if you start learning in your own language, of course you have to learn all languages, possibly as many languages as possible. Why 3 language formula? Just because you want to say at least you learn 3 languages. But I will say that at that age, from the age of 3 to 10, if you train a child in 10 languages, the child will learn 10 languages. So there is no problem about why should this language be enforced. You give freedom. Your mother tongue, English, Hindi, and any other neighbor's language, Kannada or in Telugu, Tamil, you can learn Bengali, you can learn Punjabi, you can learn many other languages at that age. But don't force the child to start learning the script and the reading. Reading and writing are more difficult. And therefore, learning of a language should be as simple as playing with toys, games, stories. If you do all of that, I think children will learn the language because they know one language. Most of the languages have the similar words, so they will catch up automatically other words as well. So that is the first principle. Secondly, don't stress the child when it is in the college or school or wherever it is. The environment must be such that it should be absolutely flexible, free, holistic learning rather than imposing something on the children. And that's why those stories, games and toys have become very, very important. And unfortunately, when this policy was rolled out, we observed the toy industry in India, which is about more than $1.5 billion, 80% of the toys come from abroad. We import them. What a sad story. India, with its such rich heritage, culture, food, habits, climate, clothes, fashion, why are we not creating toys which will embed in our students our own Indian ethos, Indian culture? I was given that plaque which had Taittiriya Upanishad's statement, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Pramadena. So it's lifelong learning and the spirit of following your dharma practice or being truthful, all of that which is written there. This is such noble initiative, and then graduating students all over the world take oath, and this oath is nothing but Taittiriya Upanishad of our ancient times. So our children do not know. How do we make them aware through games, toys, creating some software through which they learn? And one more very interesting crossword, competition we have launched just 3 days back. And this crossword is in terms of, we all know crossword, we solve crossword. Some of students in the bus while traveling, some of them in the local train. I've seen in Mumbai, they also solve the crossword puzzles. But cryptic, whatever clues are given, they are based on our Indian ethos, Indian geography, so that a student from Maharashtra will know what is there in Nagaland, or a student from Arunachal Pradesh will know what is there in Tamil Nadu. And if they have to know, those cryptic whatever clues are given will make you start thinking. Your analytical ability improves. Your starting of brain work, both right brain, left brain activities will start activated. And ultimately, you will see that you know the India, and then the national integration which we often talk about, and there are always vociferous tendencies. How do you close them down? By making them aware that we are all ultimately one. And why only in India? The entire universal values are same, universal human values. That's why AICT started what is known as Student Induction Program of 3 weeks duration and a course on universal human values. Whether you are in Germany or in France or wherever you are, or in India or in Africa or in USA or Australia, the basic elements of human being are same. And how do we, because we know we have all same blood, with same blood groups, whether you are from this continent or that continent. We speak different language. We may have different festivals. And therefore, the course of this nature will bring students together and also make them realize that different students have different talent, which I am again connecting with identifying the talent. And when you give different tasks will be performed differently by different students. And we observe someone is good in work by hand, someone is good in thinking, someone is good in designing, someone is good in doing other activities. If we all work together, we can create a better product. This idea will also come through that. And that's why design thinking course in the first year for all students is already introduced here, and we are also advocating that all colleges, forget engineering colleges, I'm telling it should be there in every course, architecture, pharmacy. And one of the famous movie directors, one day he was saying that even you must introduce dramatics as one of the mandatory courses. And he gave a very good reason that when you do any acting for a particular character, you will have to understand that character well. And in the process, what you said, the characters, whatever role you are playing, what difficulties that character would be going through, you will start understanding. And then the dignity of labor, these are all important concepts. They come through various different means, and that's why art, craft, design, all of these are very valuable for student of arts, commerce, science, engineering, medicine. And therefore, all of this is nothing but education. And that's why not MHRD, but education. This was started just 1 week after the policy was announced. The name of the ministry itself was changed. And then policy has already started implementation. Now, different people in their own perspective, in different ways they can do it, because one cap fits for all is not going to be possible. Regional variations may be there. The aspirations will be different at different locations, and therefore each university with the basic framework that is given, how do we make use of it and improve our system so that the graduates who are produced, they are best graduates and they are second to none in the whole world. You know, that is the philosophy with which we must go. And in the university name, when DY Patil International University is there, internationalization is also important. I was asking how many students are there. Of course, because of COVID today, the travel, etc. is also restrictive. Therefore, less students are there. But there must be a clear vision that in about maybe 10 years' time, we will have at least 20% of our students, some 10% of the faculty from different foreign countries. And as many more countries as possible. More the mixing between different cultures, different thought processes, and the students will become much more capable through such kind of a mechanism. Why are many people from America creating new products? Because there are students from all over the globe, they go to study there. But this was happening earlier, 6th century BC to 12th century AD in India. The first universities of the world, the Takshila, the Nalanda, the Vallabhi, there are 17 universities which were all residential universities where students from all over the world used to come to study here. And we lost that spleen, and then now we are again looking forward to that. And therefore, in the policy, we also talk about Indian knowledge systems. How do we promote it? There is a division of Indian knowledge systems created in AICTE, and we constantly try to engage with all the scholars, because if this generation goes, probably we will lose the entire information, knowledge itself. So how do you document it? How do you promote it? But only basking in past glory will not serve the purpose. Neither the students will accept it, nor the society will accept it. How that knowledge is relevant today. In COVID time, did any of those Ayurvedic formulations help? If it is yes, then we will say that we will use it. And that's why all the knowledge that is prevalent in the past, make it relevant to today and take it forward in the further research. You were talking about fusion experiments. It's wonderful. But the whole world is looking at the energy as one of the crisis things. Oil is going to be over in some time. Even solar energy does not have the potential to supply to all the requirements of the entire globe. So there must be alternatives which are eco-friendly, which are also going to be creating large quantum of energy. And that's why not fission but fusion is going to be a most important philosophy. And you are starting a lab in that. Some work is already starting. In the process, you have got engaged with industries. And it's very important. Industry interaction is not just for interaction purposes. It is for actually more collaboration and partnerships. So we must think that we are together. For everything, we will work together. This spirit has to be imbibed. But many times, otherwise, industries will keep cribbing that graduates coming out from the universities and colleges not employable. This is a disdain which is going on for last 2-3 decades. And every year, a seminar happens in a hall like this. They meet, shake hands, and go. Next year again they come. Of course, in the last 2-3 decades, placement cells are there. They come second time also for placement. Otherwise, other than these 2 occasions, there is hardly any relationship which existed. That's why I'm saying interaction word theek nahi hai. Partnership is the right word. So industry should feel that DY Patil International University and me, we are partners. Then we will take responsibility. And similarly, DY Patil International University's faculty and students will also feel that industry with whom they have worked MOUs as theirs. And then they will go there, find out the challenges that they exist and their ideas they can give, which I'm saying through hackathon we are providing. Similarly, you can provide through all of these means. And therefore, new education policy has all the facets that one can do for this thing. But 3 things which I would like to mention now, which are more important, which are not there in many of the places, are the multidisciplinary education is there in most of the universities of the world. In India, unfortunately, we were multidisciplinary. When early universities started, be it Bombay University or Calcutta University or Madras University. Gradually we fizzled out. We started creating specialized schools and specialized universities. We do require specialization. I'm not against specialization, but a holistic knowledge which has to be given to the student will come from multidisciplinary approach. No product today is unidisciplinary. You take a computer, you take a chip which is requiring many other aspects, material science too. You require metallurgy to, you require computer science and electronics to design that, even mechanical engineering so that it should be stable. And you look at automotive. Earlier automotive was more mechanical engineering. Today it is a car which is on-board computer. It's driven by the computer with electronics. Less mechanical engineering. There are also vehicles which are coming with the least number of moving parts. So there is less and less mechanical engineering and more electronics and computer being embedded. So how can you say that a particular product is particular engineering? It is always a multidisciplinary, and therefore how do we interact, create courses which will give that experience to our students is most important, which has to be done. Along with that, it talks about multiple entry and exit, and this is very phenomenally different. Because many times our students, when they go to school and high school, selection of the subjects, it all depends on several factors. Some of the factors include parents say that you have to go to science, and then child is pushed into science domain, and then sometimes in medicine, sometimes in engineering, whatever. And sometimes they will say, बेटा अभी आपको कॉमर्स ही करना है, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ही होना चाहिए, उसमें ही पैसा है. तो ऐसे child may be interested or not, we don't know, but we trust it. This is one type of a problem. The second type of a problem is we don't identify where intrinsic talent exists and attitude, or that intrinsic urge is there. Without that, we keep on pushing it. And therefore, a student after getting into some education program will find out great difficulty in continuing in that. We have no mechanism of giving him an exit route. We say that abhi aaya hai na, pura karke jao. So that fellow, instead of 4-year program, he will do 6 years, 7 years, sometimes 8 years. And I have, very classic cases. I know that he has cleared all subjects, but वो आपका first year का M1, M2 वगैरह है ना, वो clear नहीं हुआ, उसको degree नहीं दे रहे because of that. अरे भाई, mathematics is important for engineering, no doubt about it. But if he has more taste for doing hands-on work, innovation, maybe there mathematics is required, but to a lesser extent. That much mathematics he has learnt in 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, may be possible. Can we give him some additional 2 different courses and then give those minimum required credits, and can he pass? These are all very innovative possibilities. Or at the end of first year, someone wants to go out and then join a course in music or philosophy. Can we give those credits accounted for and then send him out? And that's where academic bank of credits is also a concept which has come in. All students, whatever they do right from inception till the graduation, post-graduation, will be recorded. This has double advantage. One is that what he has done can be used elsewhere. And secondly, whatever is recorded is validated because it is given from the same university, and you don't require validation later. Because I see great problems when they go for job from one to the other. Many times, whether the student indeed did he study in DYPIU International University, this question will come. There will be one reply which will be coming, and then sometimes universities don't act fast and the opportunity is lost by the student. So here entire data is available which is validated, and you don't have to depend on the parent in university or college. Directly the employer can look at it and know that this fellow has indeed done a graduation from a particular university. So I think multiple entry, exit, academic bank of credit, support for innovation, Indian knowledge system, these are fantastic ideas which have been part of this new education policy. And many of these things I have found here being already implemented. So as I said, the same sentence that in the cradle we can see the child, how it is going to grow is clear. So 25 years down the line, if I'm still alive, if you call me here, I will come that convocation also and see what great achievements this institution has done in the process in terms of internationalization, in terms of variety of aspects. And all those seeds are sown today. And the institution which seeds the right seeds will always get the fruits 5 years, 10 years down the line. All the best wishes for all the graduating students. You have great opportunities in this country with 1.4 billion population, young nation, which we often call demographic dividend. You have all opportunity for you to go anywhere in the world and show your talent, which you have learned here, and create a planet which is better place to live. I know that this generation and one generation before, we have spoilt it enough. And we need to now resurrect it back, correct it back. We have as much responsibility, of course, and that's why in terms of giving lectures, we do tell now today, but you have to do action. How whatever new designs you do, new products you do, how they will not affect the environment and environment will be kept good. Otherwise, you don't want to live in Delhi. So much pollution in the months of October, November, December. And that is why you people must create a planet which is worth living by everyone. And our own principles of Bharat, Hindustan, that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole world is one family, that concept also you should take it out. As well as Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. That means let the whole world be happy. It is not just the human beings to be happy. We want all plants to be happy, all animals to be happy, environment to be happy, our rivers to be happy, our mountains to be happy. With these few words, thank you very much for inviting me. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. I take this humble opportunity to invite Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Sanjay D. Patil, sir, to deliver the Chancellor's address.
Good afternoon, everyone. On the occasion, I feel very happy having to have blessings of my beloved father, Padma Shri Dr. D.Y. Patil, and Sau Shanta Devi D. Patil, Ai Sahib. Chief guest of today's function, Professor Dr. Anil Shashrabudhe, Chairperson AICT, New Delhi, Trustee of D.Y. Patil Pratishthan, Prithviraj Patil, Mr. Tejas Patil, Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil International University, Dr. Prabhat Ranjan Sir, Akurdi, Registrar Dr. Parashar, Campus Director Dr. Neeraj Vevare Sir, Professor Madhavi Deshpande, Dean Academics and Director, School of Commerce and Management, Professor Shashi Singh, Dean Research and Development and Director, School of Bioscience and Bioengineering, Professor Madhura Jagtap, Controller of Examiner and Director, School of Skill Development, Dr. Rakesh Mudgal Sir, Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil Medical Deemed University, Kolhapur, Dr. K. Pratapan Sir, Vice Chancellor, D.Y. Patil Agriculture and Technical University, Tarsande, Dr. A.K. Gupta Sir, Executive Director, Dean Dr. Sharma Sir, Dr. Vyas Sir, eminent educationist who is the member of governing body of D.Y. Patil International University, Mr. N. Kishore Narang, a reputed industrialist, he is also a member of the governing body, all the members of Board of Management, the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, all the invitees, well-wishers, principals, students, media representatives, parents, and my family members. Let me take this opportunity to welcome each one of you on behalf of D.Y. Patil International University, Akurdi. D.Y. Patil Group was started in 1984 under the able leadership of my father, Padma Shri Dr. D.Y. Patil. D.Y. Patil Group, till now, we have more than 172 institutions, 3 medical deemed universities in Mumbai, Pune, and Kolhapur, and 3 private state universities in Pune. Last year only, the 7th university we started in DY Patil Agriculture and Technical University at Tarsande. And currently, more than 76,000 students are studying in the group. More than 16,000 teaching and non-teaching staff are working with us. And till now, I have taken the more than 3,25,000 students have been passed out from this DY Patil group. All our universities are provided quality education and research facilities of global standards. Most of our universities and institutions are ranked in NIRF also. आज बघता बघता त्या DY पाटील ग्रुपला 37 वर्ष पूर्ण झालेले आहेत. मला आठवतं पहिलं इंजिनिअरिंग कॉलेज 1984 मध्ये जी सुरुवात केली, मी वडिलांच्या बरोबर 1996 मध्ये ही जागा बघण्यासाठी आलो होतो. आकुर्डीचा हा कॅम्पस जो आपण पाहिला तेव्हा हा टोटली फोंडा माळ होता, म्हणजे इथं एकही झाड नव्हतं. आणि जर आपण रेल्वे लाईन क्रॉस करून आल्यानंतर एकही बिल्डिंग नव्हती ह्या जागेमध्ये, म्हणजे शेवटपर्यंत मोकळा माळ होता. अशा परिस्थितीमध्ये मला खरंच अतिशय आनंद वाटतोय की पद्मश्री डॉक्टर DY पाटील साहेबांचं विजन जे असेल ते अतिशय महत्त्वाचं विजन होतं. रोड देखील नव्हता त्यावेळी. येताना रेल्वे खालून एक छोटासा दगडी बोगदा होता, त्या बोगद्यामधून गाडी घालून आम्ही ह्या जागेमध्ये बघायला आलो. परंतु आज हा कॅम्पस पाहिल्यानंतर आज इथं 11 कॉलेजेस आपण सुरुवात केलेली आहे. जवळजवळ ह्या कॅम्पसमध्ये 15,000 विद्यार्थी शिक्षण घेत आहेत. बरोबर 51,000 विद्यार्थी आज आकुर्डी कॅम्पसमधून पास आउट होऊन वेगवेगळ्याच ठिकाणी चांगल्या चांगल्या इंडस्ट्रीजमध्ये चांगल्या पदावरती आज काम करत आहेत. याचं अतिशय मोठं समाधान हे आम्हाला होत आहे. आपणा सर्वांना माहीतच आहे, DY पाटील ग्रुपमध्ये पूर्वी कर्नल जोशी सर होते डायरेक्टर, कॅम्पस डायरेक्टर. त्यांनी अतिशय चांगल्या पद्धतीनं हा कॅम्पस गेले 10 ते 12 वर्ष सांभाळला. चांगली शिस्त या कॅम्पसला त्यांनी लावली होती. असेच आता डॉक्टर व्यवहारे सर देखील आता पुढं चालवतात. अशा दृष्टीनं खरोखरच सांगायचं ह्या कॅम्पस गेले 10-15 वर्ष माझे छोटे बंधू माननीय बंटी पाटील हा कॅम्पस बघतात. अतिशय वेळ देऊन ते या कॅम्पसमध्ये कायमच येत असतात. चिरंजीव तेजस पाटील देखील आता हळूहळू तो तयार होत आलेला आहे ह्या कॅम्पस बघण्यासाठी. ह्याच पद्धतीनं प्रत्येक टीचिंग अँड नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ यांनी अतिशय मोलाचं सहकार्य करून हा कॅम्पसमध्ये काळजीपूर्वक लक्ष दिलेलं आहे. एवढंच मी आपल्याला बोलू इच्छितो. 2018 साली बंटींची इच्छा होती चांगली युनिव्हर्सिटी आपण या कॅम्पसमध्ये सुरुवात करूया. त्याच पद्धतीने DY पाटील इंटरनॅशनल युनिव्हर्सिटीची आपण सुरुवात करू शकलो. पहिलेच व्हाईस चान्सलर प्रभात रंजन सर यांना अपॉइंट करण्यासाठी डॉक्टर प्रसाद नॅकचे चेअरमन होते, त्यांनी त्यांचं नाव रेकमेंड केलं. असे चांगले आपल्याला मला सांगितलं होतं की डॉक्टर रंजन सर हे अतिशय चांगले व्हाईस चान्सलर म्हणून आपल्याला घेता येईल. त्यांनीच त्यांना सिलेक्ट करून आपल्या इथं पाठवलं. म्हणून ही युनिव्हर्सिटी अतिशय चांगल्या पद्धतीनं रिसर्चमध्ये असेल किंवा डेव्हलपमेंटमध्ये असेल, आम्ही सर्व मॅनेजमेंटने त्यांना फुल हँड दिलेला आहे की जे काय डेव्हलपमेंट त्यांना करायचे असेल ते त्यांनी करत राहावे. आज ह्या युनिव्हर्सिटीमध्ये साहेब 2,500 विद्यार्थी आज ह्या युनिव्हर्सिटीमध्ये ॲडमिशन घेतलेले आहेत. नक्कीच मला गॅरंटी आहे पुढच्या 5 ते 6 वर्षाच्या कालावधीमध्ये ही युनिव्हर्सिटी 10,000 विद्यार्थ्यापर्यंत नक्की पोहोचेल याची मला पूर्ण खात्री आहे. आणि कायमच रंजन सरांच्या पाठीशी DY पाटील मॅनेजमेंट कंटिन्यूस सपोर्ट करत राहील. जी काय आपल्याला चांगली डेव्हलपमेंट करायची असेल ते आपण नक्कीच हातात घ्या आणि ते करत राहा. आपण एवढंच बोलून मी आपला जास्त वेळ घेत नाही. आय एम व्हेरी ग्रेटफुल टू माय beloved father Padmashri Dr. DY Patil, I said, my younger brother Mr. Bunty Patil and my family members for their constant support. My best wishes to you all. I am confident that in coming years the university will progress further in all aspects. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for this dynamic and visionary address. It has certainly illuminated a ray of vision in the young minds.
I now take the opportunity to call upon Dr. Madhavi Deshpande, Dean Academics, DYPIU, and Director, School of Commerce and Management, to channel the conferment process. Graduating students from MBA, BBA and BCom who are receiving the degrees are requested to rise.
Students are requested to rise, please. Honorable Chancellor, sir, I present to you the candidates of School of Commerce and Management who have been examined and found qualified for undergraduate and postgraduate degrees in MBA, Agribusiness, Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA, and Bachelor of Commerce, BCom. Pursuant to the decision of the Governing Board to accept the recommendation made by the Academic Council and the Board of Management to confer the degrees, on the behalf of those who have been permitted to receive their degrees in absentia, I pray that they also may be admitted thereto. Please, sir.
I take the privilege to invite Honorable Chancellor, sir, to grant the request.
In my capacity as the Chancellor of the University, I hereby grant the request made by the Dean Academics to confer upon the graduates the degree in person and in absentia.
The students are requested to kindly take the seat. I take this honor to invite respected Director of School and Media and Journalism, Dr. Anjani Kumar Srivastava, for the further process of conferment of degrees. I request the students of journalism to please rise. Students of journalism, please rise.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I present to you the candidates in the School of Media and Journalism who have been examined and found qualified for an undergraduate degree in Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Mass Communication. Pursuant to the decision of the Governing Board to accept the recommendation made by the Academic Council and Board of Management to confer degrees, I pray that these candidates may be admitted to the degrees. On behalf of those who have been permitted to receive the degrees in absentia, I pray that they also may be admitted thereto. Please, sir.
It is my privilege to invite Honorable Chancellor, sir, to grant the request.
In my capacity as the Chancellor of the University, I hereby grant the request made by the Director, School of Media and Journalism to confer upon the graduates the degrees in person and in absentia.
Thank you, sir. Students may kindly sit down. I request Dr. Bahubali Shirgapur, the Director of School of Computer Science, Engineering and Application, on the stage for further proceedings of the conferment. May I request the students of BCA to rise up.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I present to you the candidates of School of Computer Science, Engineering and Applications who have been examined and found qualified for an undergraduate degree in Bachelor of Computer Applications, pursuant to the decision of the Governing Board to accept the recommendations made by the Academic Council and Board of Management to confer the degrees. I pray that these candidates may be admitted to the degrees. On behalf of those who have been permitted to receive their degrees in absentia, I pray that they also may be admitted to thereto. Please, sir.
I request the Chancellor, sir, to please grant the request.
In my capacity as the Chancellor of the University, I hereby grant the request made by the Director, School of Computer Science, Engineering and Applications to confer upon the graduates the degree in person and in absentia.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Students can take the seats.
I am honored to call upon Dr. Shashi Singh, Director, School of Biosciences and Bioengineering, to commence the process. Students of BSc Biotechnology may rise.
Honorable Chancellor, I present to you the candidates in School of Biosciences and Bioengineering who have been examined and found qualified for an undergraduate degree in Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology. Pursuant to the decision of the governing board to accept the recommendation made by the Academic Council and Board of Management to confer the degrees, I pray that these candidates may be admitted to the degrees. On behalf of those who have been permitted to receive the degree in absentia, I pray that they also may be admitted thereto.
It is an honor and privilege to invite our respected Chancellor, sir, to grant the permission.
In my capacity as the Chancellor of the University, I hereby grant the request made by the Dean, Research and Development to confer upon the graduates the degrees in person and in absentia.
Students may please be seated now. I take the opportunity to call upon Mrs. Mayura Khanore, the Director, School of Pharmacy, to facilitate the process of conferring the degrees. Students of pharmacy may rise.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I present to you the candidates in School of Pharmacy who have been examined and found qualified for Diploma in Pharmacy. Pursuant to the decision of Governing Board to accept the recommendation made by the Academic Council and Board of Management to confer degrees, I pray that these candidates may be admitted to Diploma. On behalf of those who have been permitted to receive their Diploma in absentia, I pray that they also may be admitted thereto.
It is my humble request to Honorable Chancellor, sir, to kindly grant the permission.
In my capacity as Chancellor of the University, I hereby grant the request made by the Director, School of Pharmacy, to confer upon the graduates the diploma in person and in absentia.
Thank you, sir.
Students may now be seated.
May I request Dr. Madhura Jagtap, Controller of Examination, to begin the process of conferment, and I also request Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Chancellor Sir and Honorable Trustee to do the honors of handing over the degrees.
I request the dignitaries to come forward for conferment of the degrees. To start with the most exciting part of the function, where everybody is eagerly waiting for, I will like to present the degree of certificates of MBA. We will start with MBA Agribusiness, BBA and BCom graduates first. The first student under MBA Agribusiness, Sumit Kulkarni. We'll be starting with BBA after this. Vidhi Bhanushali. I request Honorable Chancellor Sir, DYPIU, Dr. Sanjay Patil
clapping
Sir.
for this proud moment. It's a very proud moment in the history of
Tejas
DYPIU,
Chaudhary.
the first convocation program.
Aditya Dige. Anurag Divakar. Rohan Ghate. Rohan Ghate. Yash Jain. पूर्व जरीवाला. राकेश कारले. प्रतीक्षा क्षीरसागर. Saurabh Lamkhade. Now I request Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe sir, to do the honors. Aishwarya Naidu. Payal Nakhate. Pratik. Alisha Pathan. Suraj Patil. Shubham Satkar. Ganesh Sawant. Tejas Taur. Abhishek Zagde. Arbaz Sikilkar. Now I request Honorable Trustee Sri Tejas Patil sir. Okay, okay, okay. Shruti Patil. Vaibhav Chavan. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Digvijay Jagtap. Jyoti Kumari. Asmita Parab. Shivaprasad Mastare. आरती तुलसीधरन, भीमाशंकर दिलीप, ऐश्वर्या महाले, मनियार रियाज, शुभम पाटिल, शिवानी पवार, पुष्पिंदर कौर, now we'll start with the BCom students. Prerna Burande, श्रद्धा घोडेकर, अजीत जाधव, भूषण कुंभार, फलक मुख्तार, तेजल नायर,
Keep clapping, dear students.
प्रथमेश नलावडे, सूरज जाधव, पूर्वेश लवेकर, जुई जोशी, if you are not clapping for others, nobody will clap for you. Pranali Jagtap, we'll be starting with BHMC students. Ashwin Bhatt, Omkar Dandre, I request the parents also to join their hands. Don't be partial with your kids. Akhilesh Dhar, Diksha Kushwaha, Aditya Mistry, Aditya Mistry, Ishan Patwardhan, Meher Suryavanshi, Akanksha Verma, Ruchika Bonve, from this. Isha Sharma, Saurabh Mangse, Nisha Purushottam, Abhishek Saindare, Abhishek Saindare, Arya Salokhe, we'll be starting with BCA students now. Little more patience and a little more of a cheer for everyone. Vinayak Chapekar, Shivam Chavan, Amarsiya Deshmukh, Amarsiya Deshmukh, Shivali Dhage, Vishakha Gajarmal, Vishakha Gajarmal, Jnaneshwari Godambe, Pranav Kadam, Vaibhav Karanje, Khan Faraz, Saket Kumbhar, साकेत कुंभार, सुमेश महाडिक, कीनल मिस्त्री, निकिता नायक, कार्तिक नायर, सुयश पडवर, सुयश पाटिल, नेहल पवार, ऋतुजा रायकर,
Students, please keep clapping.
ऋतुजा रायकर, आयुष
Claps
शर्मा,
must not stop. Must go on. Please keep clapping.
आयुष शर्मा, प्रमीला शर्मा, प्रमीला शर्मा, दिव्या शेलार, आशीष शिंदे, निखिल सिंह, गौरव सोमांते, राजश्री सुर्वे, प्रांजल टेकाडे,
Keep clapping, please. This is our DYPIU family. The claps must not stop.
गणेश तोवर, मृदुला वाबले, मृदुला वाबले, आयुष कुमार विश्वकर्मा, शुभम वाघ, शिवानी परबकर, जैस्मिन जाता, रांडे रवि, We'll be starting with BSc Biotechnology students. Amit Kumar. Tanaji More. Bhalachandra Bothre. That's it. Rohini Dhage. Kapur Grewal. Ayushi Matthew. Monica Pillai. Monica Pillai. Pranali Sarkate. Neha Sheikh. Riya Sharma. Apurva Singh. Shweta Kumari. Dipali Yadav. Vivek Varadi. Dipali Yadav. Vivek Varadi. There is no sound of clappings. Sumaya Sheikh. Sumaya Sheikh. Done. Virat Jadhav. Now we'll be starting with D Pharma students. Ankita Sangpal. Akshay Kale. Akshay Kale. Akshay Kale. I request all the dignitaries to take their seats, and everyone, please give a big round of applause to all the dignitaries for keeping up with their patients, for all of you, and also a big round of applause to all of you. I cannot hear any sound on this side. I'll just like to add to this is this degrees whatever we have provided today are blockchain technology enabled certificates. So it's the highest security certificates which we have had a tie-up with, and if you scan a QR code, then it can be visible from anywhere in this world. So if you are going anywhere for any education later, your certificates can be verified from there itself. You need not have to come back to college for any verification certificate, neither any equivalent certificates or anything. Also, as there was a convocation ceremony, we have printed it for you. But you can print in whatever kind of a paper you wanted on your end, because these certificates will be sent to you on your mail ID, the official DYPIU mail ID. So you will have all of these certificates soft copy on your mail IDs. The third feature is this will be also posted on a DigiLocker platform, which is a IT-enabled platform certified by government, UGC and all the governing bodies. So this is the most certified platform which has been accepted by everyone in the education. So that's why this is what the certificates we have started right from the beginning of this first year to provide you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chancellor Sir, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Trustee, Vice Chancellor Sir, respective directors of each school, Registrar Sir, and the Controller of Examination. Post the conferment of the degrees, this brings us to the oath-taking ceremony, which imbibes the value of this university in each passing student. I hereby call upon respected Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, to administer oath to the students. I would kindly request all the new graduates to stand up for the oath.
All the students, please rise. You will repeat after me. On this august occasion of the graduation day, as I enter into my profession, I, a student of DYPIU, solemnly pledge that honesty, sincerity, hard work and humility shall be the cherished value of my life. I will always speak and abide by the truth, embrace empathy and follow the goals of humanity, uphold the values of my education and my alma mater DYPIU, will be a lifelong learner, will always be respectful to my surroundings, I shall always place my country and culture above self. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Students may sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring your kind attention as I invite respected Registrar Sir DYPIU, Dr. Mukesh Parashar, to announce the names of degrees conferred in today's event.
In the first convocation of the university, I declare that the degree of Master of Business Administration in Agribusiness, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Mass Communication, Bachelor of Computer Application, Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Diploma in Pharmacy are conferred.
Thank you, Registrar Sir. It is a great day in the history of DYPIU to witness this first convocation program. And now, may I call upon the Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Sanjay D. Patil, sir, to deliver the exhortation.
By the authority given to me as the Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees for which you are qualified and exhort you that ever in your life you prove worthy for the same in words and deeds. I admit all the other candidates to the respective degrees in absentia.
Thank you, sir. Young entrepreneurs will make a big difference in Indian ecosystem. Words by Ratanji Tata. And so are we witnessing it today. The DYPIU believes in encouraging and empowering their students to develop entrepreneurial skills. The DYPIU heralds change with renewed energy, vitality, and insights in the young minds. With earnest efforts and timely guidance, today we are proud to announce the budding entrepreneurs of DYPIU. I request Honorable Chief Guest to honor the entrepreneurs. I request the students to rise and come forward in the order as I announce the names. Jui Joshi, studying in MBA Digital Business. The company is Essence and Fragrance by the name Joshi Agarbatti, spreading fragrance across. Please huge round of applause for Jui. Ms. Pranali Jagtap, MBA Digital Business, runs a hotel industry, Dream Lunchbox and Dining Hall. Dear students, we are proud of you and wish for your business to grow multifolds. You have already set an example for other students and you will inspire many more.
Convocation is not the end. It's the beginning of another.
Thank you, sir. Request the dignitaries to be seated.
Convocation is not the end, it's the beginning of another journey. Dear students, your life is your story and the adventure ahead of you is your journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. March confidently towards your dreams, live the life you have imagined, believe in yourself. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Remember always that your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. So with lots of good wishes, I take this opportunity to invite our Honorable Chancellor, sir, to conclude the convocation ceremony.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I request you to please declare the convocation is over.
Now I declare that the convocation ceremony is concluded.
With love in my heart and pride in being the citizen of my beloved country, India, I request everyone to stand up for national anthem. May this bring more glory to my country with each singing lip, each time, every time. Let us sing. Let us sing.
नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य May I please request Controller of Examination Dr. Madhura Jagtap to come forward and lead the return procession with the honorable dignitaries. The august gathering is requested to give a resounding applause to the ceremonial procession as it leaves the auditorium.
The students and parents are requested to be seated. Lunch and meetings do not have to be endless to be eternal. I thank each one of you for being present here to make it a grand success. We request you to clap the return procession. All the guests are cordially invited to join us for the lunch. The lunch is being served at J Block on 4th floor for the parents, guests, and teachers. The student volunteers, the lunch is on the 3rd floor. And the students along with student volunteers.